It is so sweet. Even I can ride. Even I can make some of the stuff.
Yeah, I had a Cannondale F5. I liked it. I mean, it was fun, nice little hardtail. But yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the cross, and limited space is kind of keeping me on the whole, keeping my bike number in check, unfortunately.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bikes in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, unfortunately. I have almost that many now. Actually, I think we're about that between the wife and I. But yeah, she dictates how much space I get used to a certain extent. Hello, Eric.
Did you go to Charm City?
Which one? No. I did Hyattsville last week.
You did Hyattsville?
Or Hyattsville 2 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Charm City was last week, Hyattsville was 2 weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah. I had family in town, so couldn't go last week.
Okay, so you saw my team, AFC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been with them for about 7 or 8 years.
Nice. Where are you now?
I'm in Patapsco, in
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Skills and Drills. We are live. We've got a fun one today. This is the one that some people have been clamoring to see. It is called Hold the Wheel, and we get to play the game called Crack the Whip. So if you enjoy watching people suffer, this is the one you want to watch. We are going to work on holding our position. And that's going to be after recovering to a group and as the group changes. Pete, this is for you at special request. We're going to play Crack the Whip today. So it should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to it. So the premise for those watching, Crack the Whip, if you pass the beacon, you have to stop pedaling. You have to put your foot on the ground. And then start pedaling again. It's gonna be fun. Which means you generally have to catch up to the group.
Pete's no longer welcome here.
How you doing, Seth?
From the waist up, I'm fine. From the waist down, you killed my legs again.
Well, I've got to make sure you can't put in a great showing at Skills and Drills and embarrass me.
Embarrass you? I would never embarrass my coach. That would be disrespectful. Insubordinate.
Insubordinate, yes. So Pete gave you the kisses, Seth. So he's giving you some love.
Thanks, Pete. Love you back.
So we are going to have some fun today. I apologize ahead of time if I talk a little bit less. I had a tooth removed last Thursday and it still hurts and it's still a bit swollen.
What'd they take?
Top left molar, the big one.
That's always fun.
Yeah. Roots were into the so that's why it hurts a lot more. I had to dig in there.
Yeah, man.
That's horrible.
All four wisdoms at once. Way back when.
Let's see. Pete says it's a cold and gloomy day, but he'd rather be riding with us. Aw, Pete, we love having you. Alright. Let's see. We got 9 of us here already. That's a pretty good start for 7.5 minutes out. So those of you watching are going to be joining on Discord. This is not a race. Apparently last week some people misunderstood certain things and thought that it was a ride at 2 to 4 watts a kilo. Couldn't quite understand the concept of reading the instructions, but that's okay.
So, quick question.
Yeah?
Is this a race?
There's not, and you made me type race when I was in the middle of typing, you schmoo.
I'm a master of the subliminal.
Yeah. And I'm trying to keep this PG, hence schmoo.
That's okay. I know what you meant. Nice to be cool.
You can translate. Alright. Michelle's on with us. I almost typed 11.5 watts a kilo. Okay. So we will be starting at 1.5 watts a kilo. The intent is to move around the group. It is not to show how strong you are and bolt off the front like a crazy person. Frank, how you doing? Thanks for joining. Hopefully Frank's gonna be able to get back on and ride with us soon. Alright, we're up to 11. Phone is blowing up. Okay. I'll get the companion app so I can try to ensure a crash. Alright. Alright, about 4:58 left, so if you don't have your water bottle or your fan, I recommend getting it. And your towel. So punishments will be handed out, but not right away. Alright. So, Pete says if he passes a yellow car, he needs to pull over, run around the car, and catch it. Pete, that is exactly it. If you pass a yellow car, you've got to stop, run around your car, get back in, and catch back up, though. That's the thing. You got to catch back up. And Lincoln, thanks for joining us.
Hello there.
Are you in the event?
I believe so. I joined it. It said join, but I haven't done anything yet. I just have to put my shoes on.
Okay, did your rider go to the pen?
Not
again.
in.
Okay. She may not have gotten past the pairing screen yet. Or the ride screen.
I'm in the next one. I'm the ride with Ian, it says.
No, don't ride with Ian. Join the event and then hit ride.
Okay. The event is in the top right. I said join. It said go.
Okay.
And then
Good.
my
Now
only other choice is, hold on. I see. Never mind.
just click ride. And then once it brings you onto the main screen, you have to hit join one more time.
Okay.
Alright, we got 21 people in already.
That looks exciting.
So we're going to focus on staying on the wheel in front of you today. When we start out, let's get at it at 1.5 watts a kilo. If you're on the front, if you're in the back, it might be less, it might be a little bit more. What I really want you to do is, hey, New Jay is joining us. What's going on, New Jay? I do want you to move around the group. I want you to really practice holding position, sliding your position, going to the back, moving back up to the middle and into the front.
What if I just want to ride on the Ferris wheel?
It's not an option today. Any other day that you don't have an assigned workout, that's fine. So I want you to take advantage of the time to feel what the draft is like on Zwift. Yeah. Please change your bike if you are in a TT bike. Keith's going to join us next week. Awesome. Pete, there are no penalties for hitting a duck if you eat it. Alright, we got Susie with us too. Philip's with us. Jason's back. Awesome. Croft, y'all. I'm not sure who you are, but thanks for joining us. Alright. Okay, 1.5 watts a kilo, folks. So we really want to keep our group tight. The draft effect is much better when you're grouped up nice and tight. We got a few people going off the front. Let's see, who do we have up there? Heckling time is about to begin. Esther's killing it off the front. Alright. Alright, LeDuc is not paying attention. Okay, so if you're in front of me with a big gap, you're gonna want to come back. So Esther, I think your group is up front, so you guys are gonna want to sit up. So you want to use me as like a midpoint. Hey Ryan, thanks for joining. Yasser, thanks. So for the like. So you take the time now to move around. Again, go to the front, feel what it's like at the front, and then slide to the middle and see how much can you let off the gas and still hold position. And then slide to the back and test what does it take to get to the front? So again, for those who are watching, I apologize for silence. Sometimes I'm typing. Let's see, Christian Buzlag can't change his frame. I'm not sure what that means, so we'll just let it go.
He's probably got a TT bike he can't shift out of.
Oh, okay, got it. Too late. That's a Zwiftism, folks. Once you're in an event, you can't change the frames. So one of the things for those of you who are listening on Discord or those who are watching the stream, it's really important to understand that the draft works different in Zwift than it does in real life. They did a really good job approximating it, but the fact is, you can ride through somebody in Zwift, and it's frowned upon in real life to do that. Yeah, you generally don't want to ride through a rider in front of you. That will cause you to go down, or the other person, or both. So just remember that. The other thing is that when you group up, you definitely get that group arrow effect that you do both in real life. But it's a little bit more pronounced in Zwift. And so sometimes it's very difficult to come across a gap, even if you're doing a harder effort than the group. Whereas in real life, it's still hard, but it's not quite the same. So, the other part of this is, when you're riding in real life, it's very easy to see what your draft effect is. You know, you can ease off and still continue up on the wheel in front of you, and then you can slide back. And you can get yourself out in the wind a little bit to bleed off some speed or feather your brakes if you need to, which I don't recommend, but last resort if you have to. Whereas in Zwift, you have no brake, you have no control over your avatar, so it's all about managing your cadence and your power output. Pete is also giving me grief about the sound of my trainer. Michael can't connect to Discord. I can't help you from here right now, Michael, sorry.
Sometimes leaving the app and coming back into it helps.
Yeah. Also having headphones, so you can hear. That helps too.
Truth.
Alright, so we got a few more minutes here. We're going to stay here for 5 minutes. Now what we're going to do today, yeah, Eric Schlang says yay for Discord. Eric is our founder and director of Zwift Insider blog. Great stuff. If you haven't gone to see ZwiftInsider.com, go there. It's got good stuff. All the information you need. Plus there's some really, really good writers offering up some very interesting information. Alright, so what we're going to cover today is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to cover a couple different things. Why we talk about maintaining position. First is when you come to a group. So when you bridge onto that group. That's what we're going to cover first. And then the second one is going to be what happens when the group is playing a little cat and mouse or changing speed, whether that's due to fatigue, terrain, or you're coming to the end of the race and you're trying to put someone on the front. And we all know you never want to be on the front unless you're off the front attacking or doing the work for somebody else. That's why routinely I'm on the front. Alright, watch the surging. Remember to shift. We all know what's coming up. We all know Watopia. So remember on these, you want to pay attention so you don't accidentally burn a match by exerting too much on that small incline. Part 2, and for those of you who are on Discord, feel free to ask questions. If I'm silent because I'm typing, you're all allowed to add commentary or comedic humor, or comedic, sidebars. If I need you to be quiet, I'll tell you to shut up. And we'll go from there. But this is interactive and hopefully not just me chatting away to myself. Then everyone thinks I'm just crazy.
Well, those of us who know and love you understand your level of insanity, and we're good with it.
And I know the push-to-talk feature limits some people's ability to have input, but y'all are all free to comment. All right, about 2 more minutes here, then we're going to split up into our groups.
First time on Discord and I like it.
Oh, thanks. What's your name? Because otherwise I can just call you Micey.
It's Maya.
Maya, okay. Maya, well, thanks for joining us. So we're gonna have 3 groups today. If you're from North America, it's gonna be different. We're not gonna use last names. If you have a flag, if your flag is a North American flag, you're in group 1.
You're going to make us think about this, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit. Let's see, is in... Problem is, it's a lot of Americans, so that's gonna be difficult. We'll be all right. Correction: if you have a U.S. flag, you are G1. G2 is Canada and Australia. G3 is everyone else. I have no idea how big these groups are going to be, but we're going to find out. You may be groups of 4, but that's not important. What is important is not passing the beacon. G1. G1 is going to be first. Move to the back of the field. G2 and G3 stay with me. Alright, G1. Open a gap of, we're going to say 5 seconds. Seth, let me know when you guys are 5 seconds off.
All right.
All right, when I say close the gap, close the gap. But don't pass me. This one is a freebie. Okay, my group. We will hold 2.0.
Alright, we're about there.
You're about there? Okay. G1. Close the gap. Alright, so let's get a view from this one. G2 and 3 need you guys to stay tight. Alright, we got it. Alright, moving my way back up to the front. Esther's on her way in, pushing 5 watts a kilo. Oh, Esther, you passed me. That's your freebie.
I'm sorry.
That's your freebie. Oh, it looks like Starnes passed. Alright, looks like we got a few more people strung out. I'm gonna close that gap. Alright, new J is coming back on, good. So right now if you're passing, that's okay. I'm sliding to the back on purpose. So you want to get McCormick back on. Not sure why Alinka is back down from us. She's not an American flag next to her name. Alright,
She's
G2.
confused about her nationality.
Yeah. That's okay. We got a couple more people that are coming on the back right there. Alright, so if you're in group 2, slide off the back. So my group is going to still hold 2.0. Alright, let me slide to the back here and see where group 2 is. Should be our Aussie Canadian group.
Still got an Aussie with us.
Okay, yeah, I know. Close the gap. But don't pass me. So right now, if you're in group 1 and 3, you're okay wherever you are. That's not really going to be the point. It is for those who are coming up onto us. They need to not pass me. Alright, Harrington's going back now. Alright. And here comes group 2. Charging away. Let's see if they remember, don't pass the beacon. So one of the things we're really focusing on this for is that when you come to a group, the idea is you don't want to immediately go to the front. If you come to a group and go to the front, then, well, you just gave away any chance you had to recover. Ooh, Croft. fail. All right, group 3 to the back. So again, the idea is to, thanks Pete, thanks for joining in. The idea is not to go to the front right away, because if you go to the front, you take away your chance to rest, and you're going to have to work. And you don't want to work when you just come to a group, because they're going to view you as tired, possibly, or maybe weak, so they're going to hit you again. Alright, so group 3 is everybody who's not US, Australian, or Canada. Matt, yes, we were on Discord. So remember, group 3 is everybody who is not US, Australia, Canada. Alright, let's keep it under control. I'm just sliding back so I can see where everyone is. Alright. Jabelenka, Barbosa. Alright, you guys are almost there. Chan didn't drop back, but that's alright. Alright, Alenka, go ahead and make your guys move. Close that gap. Don't pass the beacon. Alright. So I'm setting myself firmly in the latter half of the group here to see how they do. Because next, I'm going to go out front and y'all are going to have to chase me. You won't get the advantage of the group. Alright, and looks like Barbosa went by. Fail. No, there's Barbosa. Somebody went by. Missed who it was. So for the latter groups, it might have been a little bit easier because you have a much bigger group than the US group. So we're going to go in reverse order this time. I'm going to go off the front, and then G3, G2, G1 will be chasing.
It was not me that passed the weekend, just so you know.
I know. I saw where you were. You did a good job. So I'm going to go up the road and you guys will chase by group. So all you guys hold steady at 2.0. Now I'm going to a 10-second gap. So, don't chase me when I go. All right. Somebody's gonna do it. All right. Well, good job. Nobody's come out there. Esther, stop chasing. All right, group 3, close the gap. Starnes, you're not group 3. Esther, you're not group 3. You're group 1.
Ah, darn it.
Oh, Starnes, fail. I'll give you that one. You held it. Oh, Gaines, fail. No, my Gaines is going anyways. Harrington, Barbosa. Ooh. Group 2, go. Adam, thanks for joining us. Akala failed. Alright, we got Croft, Harrington. You guys can stay up on me. Once you're ready to me, you stay up on me. Oh, Tremblay. So close. Oh, Harrington, another fail. Group 1, go. Here we go. Who's coming up on me? And Starnes already failed, so he's okay. Alright, so we got group 1 coming in. Tremblay is just really not getting this one down real well. It's okay. That's why we're practicing. So one of the things you want to do is avoid the surging. What you're noticing, some people, you're trying to get right on the wheel. Make small adjustments. Come on, USA. Close the gap. Oh, New Jay. Very close, but good job of holding it. McCormick failed. Alright, we're going to do this one more time before we go into crack the whip. E-brake. So if you want to close a gap that's only like 5-6 meters, don't make a huge adjustment to your power. And you can do that by just lifting your cadence a little bit. Alright, it looks like we got pretty much everyone here. You're going to be going in reverse order again. It's going to be group 3, group 2, group 1. So let's try not to break that mold. No, Tremblay, don't attack. Don't follow me. And group 3, go. Not group 1, Starns. Starnes failed again. And here comes YH. Alright, Barbosa's coming strong. Let's see what he does. And Ilinka's coming strong. See what she does.
Don't blow it.
Don't do it, Ilinka. Don't pass the beacon. And failed by Barbosa. And Alinka's, come on, you gotta make contact with the group, Alinka. You can't ease off too soon. J-Flo, thanks for joining. Good job, Alinka. Way to do it. Group 2, go. You're okay. You didn't come over the top on there during your bridge. Sorry, getting a little water. Yeah, group 3, way to go.
That was so much fun.
Alright, group 3, hang near me. But don't actually be right up on me. Give him a couple meters. Let's let Let's make group 2 actually do the work to get up on me and slow down. Want to avoid them just coming into the back of you guys. All right, really good there, Christian. Whole team Canada did a good job.
Let's not forget the Aussies.
Yeah, you guys are coming in too, Maya. Good. Yeah, well, see, Fincher just ruined it for you. Group 1, go! So group 2 and 3, give me a little space. That's alright, Rebecca, just messing with you.
Thanks for the toe there, Crofty.
Man, Team USA is just not doing well. Road racing, bad. Esther, bad. Witch Doctor, ugh. All right, good job, Seth, Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, if you failed, do your punishment. All right, yeah, Jason, this is fun. We're having a good time. Okay, that's easy spin now at 1.5. We're gonna relax the legs while I explain the last part. When everybody grouping up nice and... What's that?
What was the punishment?
Oh, the punishment is you have to stop pedaling, put your foot down. So unclip, put your foot down, then sprint back onto the group.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So the next portion of the class is known as Crack the Whip.
I've got 2 cracked ribs. Yeah?
that we don't care. You just gotta keep working. Sorry, Maya. There's no love here. Oh, it started out kinky. That's ridiculous.
Well, some of us are in the wrong venue. Damn it.
I think I'm on the wrong channel.
Well, I typed in the word kinky and Zwift started out. They censored me.
Oh no, it came through.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Oh, it sure did.
Started out on my screen. I must have some kind of setting But I don't want to hear or see adult language.
Well, that's appropriate.
Ian has
Yeah.
the child lock on.
It was stars on Lloyd's too, so it must have the child lock on somehow.
I blame Ruby.
So don't, if you guys cheat and try to stay 2 meters behind me, I'll stop pedaling.
You see the size of the starfish on that beach? Holy crap.
So if you pass the beacon, do your punishment.
I sort of like being punished.
Well, my kind of rider. I like punishing.
Yeah, I'm the opposite of that, clearly.
This conversation ain't going nowhere good.
I'd like another one, sir.
All right. So we got 1 minute, 10 seconds, and we're gonna start. And I have it on the view that I'm watching you guys. And YH is already taken off. Everyone's getting there past me, out of the way right now. 45 seconds.
You calling this by groups, or we just going when you say go?
Oh no. You're gonna just stay tight on me the whole time, the whole group. That's what makes it a little more difficult. The group dynamics are in play. So if you're at the back of the group, come up and bunch up at the front. Okay. Get behind the beacon. Alright, so there we go. Keep it as tight as you can on me.
What are you, 60 kilos these days?
61, yeah.
Better.
And here goes YH, fail. Good job, Hunk. Oh, you guys gotta tighten up on me. Oh, McCormick. Oh, lots of fails. Fuchslag. McCormick. Barbosa. Lenka. Oh, Tremblay. YH with another fail. Oh, the Duke. Oh, Chapman fail. New Jay. And here goes Leduc. Ooh, Leduc fail. All right, come on, tighten up on me. Don't be scared. Ooh, YH fail again. So, you guys are going to have a little bit of issue when we reach some of the downhills, because some of you guys will get carried up the weight, carried past me by the weight, so you'll have to manage that. Good job, New Jay. Remember, the goal is keep me on the front. Ooh, Chapman again. Webster. Royce. Do your punishment, Alenka. Man, New Jay is just hugging that wheel. He's doing a good job. Oh, New Jay. The curve took you. Let's pick it up a little bit. Get everyone moving. And good job, Alenka. Oh, YH didn't make it. Akala, Esther. Man, Chan. Starnes is close. Good job, Starnes. All right, he's up. He's up to 1.5. Let's regroup because there's a few people off the back. We're going to change it up for the next iteration. So some of you hit in the back, normally I would say that's good, but you're not practicing. I'm gonna dictate who has to be behind me now. We'll do it by groups. If you are struggling to hold the wheel, then just stay where you are. Don't worry about trying to go to the front. But those of you who feel like you can do it and are just afraid of the punishment, come to the front. All right, go ahead and get behind the beacon. Group 2 will be behind me first. Alright, so Group 2 is Canada, Australia. The rest of you, Group 1 and 3, should be behind Group 2. Alright. Thanks to the ride on Violin. Uh-oh. Webster. So one of the things I would tell you that does happen quite a bit is once one person comes over the top, it is very common for someone else to come over the top because they get pulled by the draft. So that's one of the reasons you really want to be paying attention to what's going on in front of you and watching the other riders and checking out their numbers. The easiest way to avoid going over is just by watching my output and then by watching what your bike is doing in relation to my output. So I like to use view number 3 because that gives you the best view, or number 1 to tell you where you are in relation to me. Alright, groups 1 and 3, don't let a big gap open. Punk gets the same punishment.
I'll take his punishment.
Alright. So let's close it up a little bit, Rebecca. Oh, Christian, gotcha. Ort. Good job, Rebecca. Way to not go over the top. Alright, group 3 to the front. Carla, right away, almost got it. In Buchslag. Alright, we are Whoops, sorry, that's my fault, folks.
What'd you do? Hit a tree?
Had to adjust something.
Oh.
The camera's falling over. Moving back to the front. All right, come on, group 3. Now stay on me. All right, G1, you're in the fun now too. Ooh, Shin. First fail on Shin's part. And of course, YH up the road again. Come on, close the gap. Oh, Starnes, good. Awesome. Starnes and Barbosa. And that's Gain's gonna do, and right by. Ooh, Alinka fail. All right, ease it up. So how hard did you guys think it was to not go over the top?
When we were solo coming on you, or I mean, as you know, when you were by yourself and coming on, we were coming on as groups. There are definitely tells that if you notice them help you, so it became easier over time.
Yeah, good, very good.
Yeah, it was hard.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It was Zwift. There's a draft. There's a huge wind behind me. It wasn't my fault.
Sounds like my students. It's never their fault.
I did not dope.
One of the things I picked up tonight, Ian, is when we have a gap that makes your beacon a strobe. Joining on you as the beacon goes from strobe to shield is a great place to start stepping it down.
Oh, very nice.
And that was pretty consistent, irrespective of the power settings you were trying to hold.
Chef, you're so smart.
Yeah, good tip. Thank you.
Pleasure.
What was the tip? It just dropped out for me.
I just put it on the screen now. The one Seth just said.
Not so much let off the gas, but start stepping it down incrementally.
Okay.
Yeah, I was slowing my cadence down a bit when I got close.
Yeah, and then as you hit the indicator that Zwift says you could catch a draft, that's a great place to actually really start backing it off, because then you'll coast in if you time it right.
Oh, very nice. Very nice, Seth. Good tips. We'll keep those for the Discord crew. So, quick wrap up for you guys. What I really wanted to cover today was when you make an effort, whether you're bridging or whether you're at the end of a race, and you don't want to be on the front. Especially when you bridge to someone, you need to recover. So you want to be able to get onto a group and not shoot straight through that group and go to the front. The same as when you're towards the end of the race, you want to keep someone else on the front. Because if you can keep someone else on the front, you can slingshot around them, you can make them work. So the goal is to conserve as much energy as you can until you really need to expend it. So that's why we like to do this crack the whip from time to time, because it does really let you focus on watching what the other rider is doing and adjusting what you're doing based off that. So we don't mean it to be reactionary, but in this case it is, because you're trying to put them at a disadvantage. And you are already in an advantageous position when you're behind that rider. So you have to adjust what they're doing to try to get you off their wheel. That could be slowing up, it could be accelerating. In real life, it could be swerving across the road and hitting the brakes. Obviously in Zwift you can't do that. Your choices are accelerate or stop pedaling or slow down. And that's how you can put someone else in the front. We'll work some tricks later on in other classes, how to put someone on the front when you're on the front. But that's much harder to do. The person's fairly adept at paying attention to what other riders are doing. So, are there any questions about what we did today?
Nope, great stuff. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks y'all for joining in. We'll be here next week.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Hey, good to hear your voice, Ian.
You too,
Thank you,
Justin.
Ian.
Glad to have you on. Thanks, Maya. Yeah, bring a friend next time. It's
Thank
2-for-1 special. You'll get a free class
I
if you
can
bring
only
a friend.
fit one person on my bike.
They don't have to be on your bike. They can be in another place. Just tell them to join us.
Awesome.
All right, that's gonna be it for me, folks. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you next week.
Nice
Looking
again.
forward to it. Bye.